And welcome to tuning in. I used to do these quite frequently. I used to do these sessions every single week, and the purpose is to give you a bit of an update in terms of LinkedIn metrics and what I'm seeing through the use of my own tool, which is Leadith.io. So you can learn a little bit more about Leadith. I'll share a website with you here. This is our website. It will just come up on the screen. Leadith.io. That's spelled Leadeth .io. If you have a look, we've got a little learn button at the top there. You can click on masterclasses. I actually run a weekly masterclass. Normally each session is around about 30 minutes. And it's an opportunity where you can just learn a little bit more about generating leads through LinkedIn. My last 3 clients or so have all come in as a method of reaching out to people on LinkedIn, and they've become clients, which is fantastic. So it does work, and the proof is in the pudding. It's kind of a great machine that I've set up, and I use it for myself now. I'm going to show you in a minute how it works. But head over to Leadith.io if you're keen to learn a little bit more about how this works. I've actually set up what we call the lead generation masterclass, and these are the 30-minute sessions every Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m. Now, they are live sessions, so if you want to see some of the previous stuff we've covered on the previous weeks, we've just done week 12. Next week, we'll move into kind of how to scale your business with partnerships. So it's all about, how we can create campaigns. I'm a great big fan of AI, so I love using AI in terms of those outreach methods. That's a really good tool. You need to be using it. So if you're not aware of AI, you've got to leverage it in this day and age. So, and then after next week, we'll go back to the start, and then we'll start our 13-week program again. So the idea is just to, 30 minutes in your diary where you can just learn how I'm kind of leveraging software tools. Even if you don't want to sign up as a paid client and use fancy software to do it, I'll teach you all the manual steps. So if you've got time on your hands, you can actually be starting to reach out to clients manually. So that's the masterclass that they run every single Tuesday morning, 9:30. It'd be great to see you there, so I can add value. From time to time, we get a guest speaker in as well. Now, I've also got a community. So on the website, you'll see there's also a drop-down button under Learn. You can click on the Leadith School, and that will take you to this page here. This is our school community. So we use a platform called Skool. That's SKOOL. You can get to it by just typing in your browser Leadith, Leadeth.io/school, SKOOL. And what you can do with that is join our community. We've got 214 members, part of the community. A lot of these are my paying clients in this community as well. So you can actually chat around any kind of lead generation ideas you've got, anything you want to try on LinkedIn. It could be to do with LinkedIn newsletters. It could be you want to learn a bit more about pay-per-click campaigns or all sorts of outreach methods that are actually working for people at the moment. So it's a really great resource. It's completely free to join the community. You do have to fill out a couple of boxes just to say, what do you want to get out of the community and what could you bring to the community. If you don't fill those out, I probably won't accept your membership to the community. But feel free to join the community and get stuck in with the conversation. So we've also got a classroom, which you'll be able to access. Within the classroom, we take you through a tour of Skool. We'll also, you can access the repository of all the previous lead generation masterclasses. So I've now run probably around about 70 of these masterclasses. Last year, they were kind of typically around about an hour's long. So you mean, that is a huge sum. We're probably at around about, I reckon, probably about 60 hours plus of training, all around kind of LinkedIn, lead generation methods, email marketing, improving your website. All that sort of stuff is available here. So you can go to the back repository of any of these sessions. Like there's a session here called AI lead generation, where we partner up with a guest speaker, Eric from Copy Factory, and discuss how his tools can really help you in what we're doing. So loads of sessions that we've run. We've run one on websites, creating lead magnets. Most kind of digital marketing techniques are kind of discussed in all these different sessions. So So head over to the school community, jump into that information. Now, if you are a paid client, you'll also get access to the calendar. And the calendar is basically all the events and things that are going on each month. So we have 3 client drop-in calls. Those are for my paid clients. But obviously, you'll see a link to all the masterclasses that are running on a weekly basis. So it'll give you a bit of idea in terms of what we're discussing at those classes. There's a members directory. So if you like the idea of reaching out to other members, feel free to do that. If you can add value to them, please do so. Bit of a leaderboard going on. So as you kind of work up through the Leadith courses and things, it unlocks extra things. It unlocks a one-to-one session with me and stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. It's a really cool platform, leadith.io/school. It'd be great to have you a part of the community, the Leadith community. And yeah, looking forward to getting to know you, getting to meet you. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about what Leadith's about, head over to the website. We've also got what we call the free discovery consultations. So these are basically opportunities to meet with a member of my team to discuss your current lead generation efforts. We also can identify, any pain points and help you to create a real personalized plan that will help you to achieve your business goals on LinkedIn using our powerful sales engagement and outreach automation software. So back to the kind of main message of the meeting that we were talking about today is the sales engagement platform. So this is the back end of the platform. We tend to review the stats, the KPIs and the ROIs on a monthly basis with clients on the first client drop-in call. But I just wanted to share kind of my where I'm at with things this week. So as you can see, in terms of connection requests that I've put out 166 connection requests, which is a really good number. It kind of seems to be averaging around about the high 20s, 27. 26, the lowest was about 21. So in the software, we can specify limits of how many it needs to be pushing out on a daily basis. So it's all to do with humanizing and making the LinkedIn algorithm make this appear not so software and automated and message, but a just more human touch approach. Like some days you might send more, some days you might send less. So that's what happens. We're automating the process of sending those connection request messages. So making your network grow. I kind of managed to grow my network to over 11,000 first degree connections. I'm having to go through those connections and start culling them because there's a lot of people there that, my services are just not relevant towards them. So it's great that you can do that. The next thing after you've connected with someone on LinkedIn is to start engaging with them and build out a bit of an outreach campaign, bit of a message sequence. So we can actually automate all of that, so it appears very personalized. It appears like you're engaging with them. And typically that would look like 2 DMs, thanks for connecting message saying, hey, we've recently connected with you. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. And then you might send a further message saying, hey, could you be interested in exploring this for your business or showcasing maybe some client wins or whatever it is you want to do? Most people have a lead magnet where they can drive people into some value add content. And then out of that value add content, that's when they start to be interested in you and work down that sales funnel towards getting them into a meeting. So I'm putting out around about 500 LinkedIn messages per week for the last kind of 7 days. So just to give you an understanding of these levels, obviously, I have clients that aren't pushing out the numbers. They're only pushing out maybe 10, 20 a week. So obviously their opportunity is going to be much smaller. So you do need to be pushing out plenty of messages using the automation tools. And it is a system that kind of all automates it. Once you've built these campaigns, all you're doing is coming into this inbox and looking at the leads that are coming out of the system. So it's a really cool system. We're automating profile views. We're also automating post likes. So that's engaging with people's content. That's another touch point. So they can see that you've looked at their post, you've seen their profile, and it just builds up that relationship. You can see a number of those connection requests that are going out. Quite a few of them are actually being accepted, which is fantastic news. So in the last week, that's 94 new people that have been added to my network, which is, that's a good number. If you can grow your audience at that sort of rate, as soon as these people are now in your network, you might want to market to them via an email newsletter or add value through something else. So whatever the mechanism is, you need to be filling that mechanism, filling that funnel with prospects. And Leadeth is a powerful tool that will enable you to do that effortlessly. You literally, whilst you're busy doing client deliverables or whatever you're involved with, people are going to be coming into your funnels on autopilot, and that's the power of this system. We can see the number of replies. So I've had 40 replies on the back of messages. Also received 54 inbound messages, which is a really high number. I've been doing a lot of email marketing as well. So you can see I've pushed out 360 emails, and these are emails. And the reason we've got email addresses, because they've accepted the connection request on LinkedIn, we see that as legitimate consent to then just send them a nice courteous email. Often you can do cold emails as well. If you with people you're not yet connected to, the system will do that as well. And a really high percentage, almost a third of those emails that we pushed out have actually been opened. So open rate, fantastic. I'm not dropping any links in the link clicks. You see, I've got 0. So I need to start put some call to actions and web links, because that would really help no end as well. So yeah, and you can actually start to tag how many of these leads are actually qualified leads. So how many of these are actually engaging, coming along to your events, downloading your podcast? How many of those leads are actually real qualified, tuned in, warm leads? So you can actually tag them in this system. And then once they become a client, you can also tag them as a new client. So straight away, you can see your return on investment, at the flick of a switch. But I just wanted to share this with you. These are my stats. These are my live stats, what I'm kind of working on. How are you doing? How's your week been? Drop a comment below. It'd be great to see, how the activity in terms of your LinkedIn activity. What are you pushing out? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see how many new customers you're generating as a result of LinkedIn. Thanks.